Hello, Internet. James Allen from Out of 8, and today I'm playing real-time strategy game Meridian Squad 22. This is a sequel to Meridian New World, which came out a couple years ago. Single-player only game, so they did not add multiplayer in this new version. There's 3 game modes to go through. There's a campaign, which actually has a pretty decent story. It does have pretty high, at least for me, difficulty, where basically they do the kind of lazy design of, here's a bunch of enemy units that already have a couple full bases built up. Let's see if you can attack them and defeat them on each of the maps. So it's not very fair or balanced in that sense. And there's no difficulty settings if one mission proves to be too difficult for you. In addition to that, there's squad missions, which are a handful of kind of shorter missions that you can undertake. And instead of having a skirmish mode like in the last version of the game, there is a Conquest Mode, which is basically just a bunch of skirmishes tied together on a map where you can kind of choose the location for your next mission. So that's what I'm going to do. Basically what happens here is near the beginning, is you kind of expand out and you're trying to, first off, not press the wrong button. You're trying to get over here to the red where these guys are at. So you want to conquer all the enemy territories and then eventually go after this base here. And the way you do that is you go by simply choosing any of these territories to go through. I'm not going to choose an easy mission even though it's not actually towards the enemy there. So it gives you different starting units based on what the difficulty is and stuff. So I'll just kind of choose this easy forest one here. The basic part of the game is identical to what it was before. Has the same 3 resources: Shardium, which is used to purchase things; Power, which is basically a building cap; and then Food, which is your pop cap. You go through the same building order every time, same basic strategy, because of the way that certain buildings require certain resources. And then you can research more units by collecting these little canisters across the map, and use special abilities as you go through. This one has heal unlocked right now. So I'm going to take my drones, mine the Shardium here, and take this third one and build an infantry barracks so I can build up my units. Build a couple more drones. One thing that they have added is this idle drone button over here, which highlights whenever the unit pauses for a split second before it starts recollecting resources. It's really kind of annoying because it's hard to tell the difference between one that's actually idle and one that's taking a split second before it starts mining again. So I like them having the idle unit button, but it is annoying how it is implemented. Game includes some more units than before. Basically it has naval units is kind of the main thing that it added to the game. I do need to get more power, so I'm going to get a power plant up as soon as I get 250. And I have 5 more. I actually want to get I do need a power plant as soon as I get 250 here. And then I want to build a factory so I can get vehicles up. You have to be pretty fast in this game in order to catch up with the AI and take them out. So, you know, you have a little bit of waiting for resources. I'll actually probably build another drone. And probably another trooper just in case. So he's done. So he's not really idle. Thanks, idle button. I do want to build a factory once I get 350. So which one is not being mined? This one right here. Yeah, I know how to do research. So as you get these little canisters, you get little research points, which you can unlock new units and upgrade existing units. That's basically how that works. Same as the previous version of the game. So how much did I say? 250? 350. Alright, so we got to wait for that. I don't want to get too high on my pop cap. I only have 3 left. So I want to kind of build 3 robots. And then we got to go search for another Shardium field, of which there probably isn't one. It's probably the enemy base. So I'm actually probably capped at 15. There's a hard cap based on how many Shardium fields there are. You can't place any more of the mines, which is without a Shardium field, and the mines control your pop cap. So there's no way of expanding beyond what the map has designed design the pop cap at. So we are collecting a lot of resources. We need to build a storage container, actually. Do that right here. Alright, so let's get some chimeras up. We'll just build 3. There we go. Yeah, see, he's not really idle. So, good idea. Oh, crap.
Yes, he's dead already.
Now, here they come. This is why you need units. Now I can heal. That's my special power that I have unlocked. Now, the units will auto-attack anybody that's in range, but they won't move forward to engage somebody that is slightly out of range, which is a little annoying, to say the least. Are you even, like, doing anything? I don't think you are. So I guess the enemy is that way, based on that information.
I'm waiting for your order.
So my pop cap is up because these guys didn't die. I need to re-heal them. So I'm basically at the limit of what I can do. So I am going to... Actually, what I need to do... I need to scout a little bit.
Will do. Yeah. All right.
So I'm going to send these guys to the corners
Squad 22 at your service.
and see what we got.
Assistance.
Well, there's them. Oh, look, there's a field right next to me.
Ready.
Well, that's nifty. Oh, maybe I can expand. What do I need for another mine? 700, but I need 5 power, so I gotta do a new power plant. Well, that's interesting. And this seems to be a very
What can I do for you?
barren map.
Give me the coordinates. What's
Oh,
on your
there's a
mind?
little defense canister. There's a combat canister.
On it.
Give him a little waypoint there. Yeah, there's like nothing on this map. Alright, so obviously the enemy's up in that upper corner, not surprisingly.
Contact.
So let's move these guys here. There's some more canisters. We're going to rally point up here. Alright. Almost. Yep, I can get it now. There we go. So we got our new mine up.
Trooper ready.
And then we'll be able to outproduce these guys pretty easily, I would say. Oh, there they are. There's their base.
The coordinates. Aiming.
Alright, come on, guys.
I'm ready.
And they have big tanks that I don't have unlocked yet, so this is going to be bad. So I need to start producing like crazy. You see, even in the skirmish mode, it's not very fair. Because, like I said, they just get these units that you don't have counters for yet, basically. Oh, I have these guys, though. And I do have my heal power. And see, they won't go attack those guys up there. And there goes my thing. And this guy won't attack because he's being a dumbass.
Attacking. I am under attack. Commander, take him out.
Alright, let's try this again. Oh, I can't do it. Oh, maybe because he's in the way. Can I do it? Yes, I can. Now I can. Alright. While they're being constructed, they're very vulnerable. I need a bunch more units here. Really more of these guys. And I need a bunch more resources. Alright, well, that was pretty terrible.
What's on your mind?
Ready to fight.
Right away.
But we know where the enemy's at. Yeah, I'll do that.
Let's do this.
Let's.
Trooper reporting for duty.
Should be able to take these guys out once I get this thing built Because I'll just do a bunch more drones and then just outproduce them like crazy. Just because I'll have a higher pop cap. But this thing's got to get built. I'm actually tempted to build another drone. Send them over real quick. Mine faster. Please. Okay, finally. Alright. So, what do I want to do now? It's a good question. Build another factory? Need another power plant for that. Don't really need it, technically. Just easier if I build it up here. How many? Yeah, I'm up to 30. I got tons of people. Alright, so I do want to do another factory. Just so I can build these guys closer to the front lines. And you guys go mine stuff so I can obliterate them. Gets more interesting as you unlock more of these units. You know, it just gives you more options on what to build. I mean, you can see all the other options here. It's just I haven't researched it yet. That's the problem. This point, the skirmish things. You know, there's no skirmish mode where it just like unlocks everything for you in the begin with, which is kind of annoying. Alright, so that's done. Alright, so you guys just start getting resources. And I'm going to start pumping out these guys. I want the Crusader. That's probably like... I don't even know what that is. Oh, there it is. I gotta get one of these first. I'm gonna do this. I need two... I need a bunch of those ones. I'm not gonna get it this mission. But I'm producing like crazy. Actually, I can probably queue them up in both of these factories. So, you know, infantry units, ground units. There's also air units and naval units. I don't know if I have any air units unlocked. Is that even... Yeah, I do have an airborne guy. I guess I'll build an airborne thing. I got the space for it. And that's basically it. You know, the base game is the same as before. The addition of naval units really only matters on naval maps, of which this is not one. So. Yep. Hey guys. Guess they decided to attack. Alright. What do we got here? Not even really a point of doing the cheap infantry units. I can actually probably take them out right now if I really wanted to. Air units, stick up this thing. Took that down. Actually have a lot of firepower. Yeah, you guys are basically screwed. Or you could just take down the drone that's building it. You know, whatever.
You don't stand a chance. Give me the coordinates. Take them out. Powering weapons.
Units do a bad job deciding which enemy to go after. They don't prioritize very well. Unless it's almost dead. So. Oh, there you go. No, that's pretty much it. Alright, there you go. And then every once in a while you get these free canisters, basically. And there's another one. So I can actually do some more research. Not this thing, though. Because I got the wrong type. But I can get a heavy trooper. So there you go. And that's it. That's Meridian Squad 22. It is better than the version that came out a couple years ago. I don't think it's significantly better or really better enough to, you know, if you have the first one to really kind of delve back into it. It's a lot of the same. Same resources, same general building order, same types of units, although they add naval to it. Same research system. The campaign is okay, although it suffers from having some unbalanced, difficult missions. The skirmish games have been spiced up a little bit by adding these, the planetary conquest mode, and then there's the short little squad missions that you can, you know, have a little short little scripted mission to go after. While I do like that they've added the idle unit button to the interface, you know, it just keeps turning on and off every time that the drone starts to pick up resources. It's very annoying. It's also hard to tell which units are friendly or enemy. You have to put your mouse over the enemy units to figure it out, unless they have it pretty blatant in terms of color. And then units will auto-engage some of the time, but if the unit's outside of their range, they won't move up to engage them, even if they're just like, you know, a millimeter out of where your units can hit. So overall, the game has pretty limited strategic variety because of the order in which you have to build the buildings based on the requirements for power and the pop cap and the resources and stuff like that. And it still has some, you know, interface things that could be improved. So while it is, you know, a notable indie real-time strategy game in terms of, you know, just something else to play, overall, because of the difficulty of the campaign and some other limited features, you know, it's something that you can't fully recommend. That's all I have for today. Till next time, bye now.